Hello students, today we will be solving the unsolved numericals which is in your textbook at the back of your textbook. Its number is from 10 to 23. We will be solving all the numericals. But before going directly into the numericals, we will be first of all discussing the formulas which we will be using for solving the numericals. So let us start. First one, pressure of the liquid. Pressure of the liquid column is given by this formula, that is P is equals to H rho G, where H is the height, rho is the density, G is acceleration due to gravity. Bernoulli's equation, P plus half rho V square plus rho GH, where P is the pressure, half rho V square is denoting kinetic energy and rho GH is denoting potential energy. Pascal's law, F1 upon A1 is equals to F2 upon A2. Velocity gradient is given by this formula, that is dV upon dx. Newton's formula for force due to surface viscosity of the liquid is given by F is equals to N A dV by dx, where N is called coefficient of viscosity, A is the area of the surface, and dV by dx is called velocity gradient. Viscous force acting on the sphere is given by this formula, that is F is equals to 6 pi nRV. Terminal velocity is given by this formula, V is equals to 2r square G rho minus rho upon N, where rho is a density of solid and this rho is denoting density of liquid. Why it has been written in this manner? Because we are knowing the density of solid is greater than density of liquid. Okay, where rho is the density of solid and this is the density of liquid. Next one, the force due to surface tension is given by F is equals to surface tension into liquid into length. So it can be given by F is equals to T into L. Now the work done or the surface energy is given by this formula, that is W is equals to A into surface tension, where A is the area, W is the work done, and surface tension is denoted by T. Whenever volume of a single droplet is equals to volume of n droplet. Take for example, there are a big singular droplet which has been formed due to mixture of many droplets. Okay, at that time we will be using this formula. Okay, where 4 upon 3 pi r cube, where r is a radius of a single droplet, n is a number of droplets, and r is the radius of small droplet. Okay, take for example, 8 droplets are combining and forming a single drop. So over here n's value will be 8. Okay, surface area of a drop is given by 4 pi r square. Surface area for bubble we are considering 2 surface, so it will be 2 into 4 pi r square. Excess pressure of a drop, as it is a drop, its formula will be pressure is 2T upon r. Whenever we will be talking about bubble, 2 surface, so in place of 2 we will be writing 4T upon r. Force due to surface tension is equals to weight of the liquid column, which we have already studied. Force due to surface tension is equals to weight of the liquid column. At that time we will be using this formula 2 pi r, circumference of the circle, and T cos theta, means F is equal to 2 pi r into T cos theta. Next one, surface tension of a liquid is given by this formula, T is equal to H rho G R upon 2 cos theta. 2 should be in the denominator, it shouldn't be in the numerator. Okay, so formula is T is equals to H rho G R upon 2 cos theta. It is typing mistake. Next one, for a 2 capillary tubes, we will be using this formula, that is H1 upon H2 is equals to R1 upon R2. Means height and radius are inversely proportional. Height and radius are inversely proportional. Okay. Specific gravity is given by density of the liquid upon density of the solid, density of the water. Whichever liquid we will be taking, that liquid will be taking in the numerator, and density of water which we are knowing, that is 1000. With the help of that we can find out specific gravity, or if specific gravity is been given, we can find out the density of another liquid which has been given to us. With the help of torsional theorem, we get velocity is equals to root 2gh. velocity is equals to root 2gh. So let us start with the first numerical. The pressure, find the pressure 200 meter below the surface of the ocean if the pressure on the free surface of the liquid is 1 atmospheric pressure. Take for example, this is a free surface of the liquid and from here to here it is somewhat 200 meter. Okay, height is 200 meter. Pressure outside has been given as 1 atmospheric pressure. 1 atmospheric pressure means what? Pressure outside is 1 atmospheric pressure. 1 atmospheric pressure, you should be knowing this value, 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Below the oceanic level it is 2000 meter. So we have to find out pressure at this level. We have to find out pressure at this level. They have also given us the density of the sea water, that is 1060. Okay, so we will be using this formula, that is P, the pressure which we have to find out, is equals to P0. P0 is atmospheric pressure plus H, height below the liquid, D is the density of the sea water, and G is acceleration due to gravity. After substituting this all values and after solving, you will be getting this answer, that is 22.789 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. In a hydraulic lift, a liquid piston has a surface area of 30 centimeter square and an output piston has a surface area of 1500 centimeter square. Try to understand. We are exerting pressure and this pressure has been converted, due to which it has been lifted upwards. The area of this has been given as 30 centimeter square and area of this has been given as 1500 centimeter square. If a force of 25 Newton is applied, we are applying force of 25 Newton from this end. Here is 25 Newton we are applying. Okay, what force, by what force it will be moving upwards, that we have to find out now. We are knowing now, according to Pascal's law, we are knowing that pressure, whatever has been given, that amount of pressure has been given at the output as well. So we will be getting the ratio Fy upon Ai, means force which has been applied at the input upon area of the input is equal to F0, force that will be given at the output upon area of the output. We have to find out F0. So what we will be taking? We will be taking this term over here, it will go in the numerator. So we will be getting Fi into AO upon Ai. So it can be written as 25 into 1500 upon 30. If we solve this, 3, how many times is 150? 3 5s are 15. So it will be 0. 125 into 5 is 125 and 10. So we will be getting the answer as 1250 Newton. Next one. Calculate the viscous force acting on a raindrop of diameter 1 mm falling with a uniform velocity of through 2 meters square through air. Take for example, raindrop is there which is falling through the air and this raindrop's diameter has been given. Raindrop's diameter has been given, that is 1 mm, and this raindrop is falling with a speed of 2 meter per second. We have to find out coefficient of viscosity. Coefficient of viscosity has been given to us, that is 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5. We have to find out viscous force. What we have to find out? Viscous force. By Stokes law, we are knowing the formula, that is F is equal to 6 pi nRV. So 6 into 3.14. Over here diameter has been given. So diameter has to be converted into radius. For converting it to radius, we have to divide by 2. And after dividing by 2, what we'll be getting? 0.5. 0.5 milega. But this is in mm. We have to convert mm into meter. For converting, we have to multiply by 10 raised to minus 3. And over here, we'll be getting 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. We can shift this decimal also by making it 10 raised to minus 4. So I have written 5 into 10 raised to minus 4. Velocity is 2 meter per second. Coefficient of viscosity is already been given. So let us substitute the values, that is 6 into 3.14 into 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5. And radius is what? 5 into 10 raised to minus 4. 5 into 10 raised to minus 4. And what is the value of V? Velocity is 2. So after solving all of this thing, it is simple multiplication. You will be getting the answer as 3.39 into 10 raised to 7 Newton. Minus 7 Newton. Next one. A horizontal force of 1 Newton is required to move a metal plate. Horizontal plate is there. Its area has been given as 10 raised to minus 2. Its area has been given as 10 raised to minus 2. its area is 10 raised to minus 2. And force, how much force is required? 1 Newton force is required. Okay. And while moving it, we are moving it with the speed of 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter per second. When it is resting on a layer of oil, which is 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter thick. Try to understand over here. Over here, area is first of all been given. Force has also been given. Dx, see meter. Meter means what? It is generally a length. So dx has been given. That is 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. And this is a velocity. This is a velocity means what? We can treat this as change in velocity. That is 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter per second. Coefficient of viscosity of oil we have to find out. What we have to find out? Coefficient of viscosity of oil. We are knowing this formula, F is equals to Na dV by dx. Over here, what we have to find out? Coefficient of viscosity. So this whole term will be going over here. Dx is in the denominator. After going over here, it will move to the numerator. And this two terms is in the numerator. So this two terms will go in the denominator. So that's what has been happening. You can see eta is equals to F dx upon A dV. Okay, F's value is what? 1 into 10 raised to minus 5. Force is 1 Newton. And dx is what? 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. Area has been given as 10 raised to minus 2. So it is 10 raised to minus 2. And what is the value of dV? 2 into 10 raised to minus 2. We have to substitute this all values after. If you divide 2 by 1.5, you will be getting this answer as 0.75. 0.75. Okay, 0.75 you will be getting. And over here 10 raised to minus 2, 10 raised to minus 2, it will become 10 raised to minus 4. And in the numerator is 10 raised to minus 3. So this minus 4, as it moves upwards, it will become plus 4. So it will become minus 3 plus 4. Minus 3 plus 4 is what? Plus 1. So it will be 0.75 into 10 raised to 1 Newton seconds per meter square. Next one, with what velocity? Just 1 minute. With what terminal velocity will an air bubble of 0.4 mm in diameter rise in a liquid of viscosity 0.1 Newton seconds per meter square? Specific gravity is 0.9. Density of air has been given. Okay. First of all, diameter of the bubble has been given. That is 0.4 mm. We have to convert diameter into radius. So we will be dividing by 2. We will be getting 0.2 mm. And this is in mm. We have to convert mm into meter. So we will be writing 10 raised to minus 3. In order to remove this 0.2 also, we will be making it 2 and adding over here. So we will be getting 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter. Coefficient of viscosity of liquid has been given. That is 0.1 into Newton seconds per meter square. Specific gravity has been given. Specific gravity has been given. That is 0.9. Density has been given. Density is of air has been given. That is 1.29 kg per meter cube. Velocity we have to find out. What we have to find out? Terminal velocity. For this, we are not knowing the density of the liquid. Density of liquid नहीं पता है. तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे? First of all, we will be trying to find out the density of liquid. Okay. So we will be substituting the value. Specific gravity has been given. That is 0.9. ठीक है. Density of liquid we are not knowing. So we will be writing as it is. But density of water we are knowing. That is 1000. Okay. So what will happen? This 1000 will go over here. It will multiply by 0.9. So ultimately we will be getting 900 kg per meter cube. What we have got? Density of the liquid we have got. Of an unknown liquid. Okay. Now we have to find out terminal velocity. So the formula is what? V is equals to, just 1 minute. Formula is what? V is equals to 2r square g rho minus rho upon n. Now try to understand. Over here r is what? Radius. That is 2 into 10 raised to minus 4. Okay. Whole square. So therefore over here also square has come. G is what? 9.8. G क्या है यहाँ पे? 9.8. Now rho. Rho over here we will be taking density of air. Rho will be taking density of air. Okay. This rho will be fixed. This always we have to take density of liquid only. Okay. This is density of air. So we are substituting 1.29. Rho we have found it out over here, density of liquid was 900, so we'll be substituting this value. So 9 into 10 raised to minus 9 is already there. Okay, sorry, over here it should be also 9. Formula is what? 2 upon 9 r square g rho minus rho upon n. So 9, I have 9 is there, into coefficient of viscosity has been given as 0.1. So if you subtract 1.29 minus 900, you will be getting the answer as minus 898.71. After multiplying all of this term, you will be getting the answer as 7045.8 into 10 raised to minus 8. If you divide 0.9 by this one, you will be getting 7828.6 into 10 raised to minus 8. Okay. If you shift decimal to 5 points, means if you shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then what will happen? Minus 8 plus 5, you will be getting the answer as minus 3. Now this is the answer which is there in your textbook. 0.7828 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter per second. Next one, the speed of the water is 2 meter per second through a pipe of internal diameter of 10 centimeter. A pipe is flowing with the speed of 2 meter per second with the inner diameter of 10 centimeter. What should be the inner diameter of the nozzle? They want to find out, over here we have to find out the inner diameter of the nozzle. If the water is flowing through the nozzle with the speed of 4 meter per second. Try to understand. Pipe is in this manner. Okay. This is a nozzle. Okay. Over here the speed is what? 4 meter per second. Over here the speed is 4 meter per second. We have to find out the area. यहाँ पे क्या फाइंड करना है? डायमीटर फाइंड करना है. We have to find out diameter over here. Over here diameter we are knowing. Over here diameter we are knowing, that is 4. That is 10. Diameter of inner, that is 10 has been given, and the water is flowing over here with the speed of 2 meter per second. Okay, so try to understand now. V1 is 2 meter per second, V2 is 4 meter per second, D1 is 10 centimeter, and D2 we have to find out. We are knowing equation of continuity, that is A1 V1 is equals to A2 V2, where A is the area, V1 V is the speed. A1 V1 means area in that space. If this is A1, then the liquid which will be flowing, its velocity will be V1. So A1 V1 is equals to A2 V2. A1 area of the circle we have to take, that is pi r1 square V1. A2 can be written as pi r2 square V2. This pi and this pi will get cancelled. This radius can be written in terms of diameter. Radius can be written in terms of diameter, so r1 can be written as d1 upon 2 whole square V1. Similarly, r2 also can be written as d2 upon 2 whole square V2. Now what will happen? This 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. Okay, it will become in the denominator 4 4. In both the terms is 4, so we can cancel out. We have to find out d2, इसको निकालना है. So what we will be doing? We will be taking this term in the denominator. So we will be getting v1 upon v2, v1 upon v2 d1 square. v1 का क्या वैल्यू है? 2 है. v2 का वैल्यू 4. So 2 upon 4 d1 square. d1's value also we are knowing, that is 10. d1's value also we are knowing, that is 10. So we will be getting, after there is 2 upon 4, we can cross multiply, cut it, and we will be getting 1 upon 2. So what we are getting? d2 square is equals to 1 upon 2 d1 square. Now in order to find out d2, what we will be doing? We will be taking square root from both the sides. This square and square root sign will go away. So we will be getting d2 is equals to 1 upon, this is 2, but it is under root. So it will become 1 upon under root d1. 1 upon under root means it is 1.414. Root 2's value is 1.414, and you have to learn this. 1 upon 1.414 is 0.707. Okay, that into 10, you will be getting the answer as 7.071 centimeter. With what velocity does a water flow of an orifice in a tank with a gauge pressure of 4 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square before the flow starts. Density of water has been given. Density of water has been given. Gauge pressure has also been given, that is 4 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. We have to find out now velocity. Okay, so we are knowing gauge pressure is equals to H rho G. First of all, we have to find out the equation of H in terms of H. So what we'll be writing? This formula we can take rho G in the denominator. So we'll be getting H is equals to gauge pressure upon rho G. Now from Torsional's theorem, we get in orifice only we have got this formula, that is V is equals to under root 2 GH. 2G we can substitute as it is, and H, in place of this H we can substitute this value. In place of this H we can substitute this value, that will be gauge pressure upon rho G. Gauge pressure upon rho G. This G and this G will get cancelled. So ultimately it will be under root 2 into gauge pressure upon rho. Gauge pressure is what, 4 into 10 raised to 5 upon 10 raised to 3. So as soon as this 10 raised to 3 goes upwards, it will be 10 raised to 5 minus 3. So we will be getting 10 raised to 2. So it is 8 into 10 raised to 2. So 8 can be splitted in the form as 2 into 2 into 2. Over here 2 are there, so we can take 1 2 outside. So inside we will be getting 2 under root into 10. It is 10 square. As it is square, 10 will be going outside. So under root 2, under root 2's value is what, 1.414. So 2 into 1.414 into 10. So after multiplying, we will be getting this answer, that is 28.28 meter per second. Next one, a pressure of the water inside a closed pipe is 3 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. This pressure reduces to 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square on opening the valve of the pipe. You have to try to understand, this is a closed end, and as it is a closed end, it is having pressure, but velocity is not there as the pipe is closed. As soon as the pipe is open, from the opening end, water starts flowing. So we have to find out the speed at which the water flows. Density of water has been given. Pressure P1 is 3 into 10 raised to 5. Pressure P2 is 2 into 10 raised to 5. V1 will be equal to 0 as the pipe is closed. V2 we have to find out when the pipe is open. So we will be using Bernoulli's equation. Inside closed initially whenever the pipe was closed is equals to final when the pipe is open. In both the conditions, energy will be constant. So P1 plus half rho V1 square is equals to P2 plus half rho V2 square. But over here V1 is equals to 0 as it is equal to 0. So this term will go away. ये term cancel हो जाएगा. So what we will be getting? P1 pressure, that is 3 into 10 raised to 5 plus half rho 0 into 0 is 0 only. P2 क्या है, 2 into 10 raised to 5 plus half rho. Now rho we will be considering the density of solid liquid into V2 square, which we have to find out. इसको निकालना है. So what we'll be doing? We'll be taking this term over here. इसको यहाँ पे ले लेंगे. So we'll be getting 3 into 10 raised to 5 minus 2 into 10 raised to 5 is equals to half 10 raised to 3 into V2 square. Abhi 3 minus 2 is what? 1. So we have written over here 1. This 2 is in the denominator. As it travels over here, it will become 2 only. So it is 2 into 1 into 10 raised to 5. And this 10 raised to 3 will go downwards. So it will come in the denominator. So we are writing it 10 raised to 3 is equals to V2 square. Again 5 minus 3, this term will go upwards, it will be 5 minus 3, so it will be 10 raised to 2. So it is 2 into 10 raised to 2 is equals to V2 square. Again we can split 200 as 2 into 100. If we take square root, 100 square root is what? 10. So it will be getting 10 root 2. So it will be getting root 2's value is what? 1.414 into 10. So we will be getting the answer as 14.14 meter per second. Next one. Calculate the rise of water inside a clean glass capillary tube of radius 0.1 mm when immersed in a water of surface tension 7 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter. Angle of contact between water and glass has been given as 0. Density of water has been given, that is 1000, and G is 9.8. As angle of contact is 0, so theta we are taking as 0. Density of water has been given 1000. We can write it in the form of 10 raised to 3. Height we have to find out. Radius is 0.1 meter mm. So for converting mm into meter, we have to multiply by 10 raised to minus 3. And in order for removing this point, we can write it 10 raised to minus 4 meter. Okay. Tension has been given. Height we have to find out. H is equals to 2t cos theta upon rg. T surface tension. Surface tension का क्या वैल्यू है? 7 into 10 raised to minus 2. Cos theta means cos 0. R radius 10 raised to minus 4. G is what? 9.8. Okay. Over here rho also should be there, which has not been written. So therefore it is 10 raised to 3. Okay. So after solving this whole, cos 0 is what? 1. Cos 0 का value क्या है? 1 है. Okay. And over here 10 raised to minus 4 into 10 raised to 3 should be also there. 10 raised to 3 should be also there. 10 raised to minus 4 or 3, it will only become 10 raised to minus 1. ठीक है. After solving all of this thing, after solving ये minus 1, it is in the denominator. और ऊपर में क्या है? 14 into 10 raised to minus 2. After solving this whole term, you will be getting this answer as 1.428 into 10 raised to minus 1 meter. Next one, an air bubble is there of radius 0.2 mm, is situated below the water surface. Calculate the gauge pressure. We have to calculate the gauge pressure. Radius has been given. Surface tension has been given, that is 7.2 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter. Radius has been given, that is 0.2 mm. So it can be written as 0.2 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. That is 2 into 10 raised to minus 4. Tension has been given. Gauge pressure can be written as total pressure minus atmospheric pressure. The difference between both of them gives us the gauge pressure. Gauge pressure can also be written by this formula, excess of pressure, that is 2T upon R. Tension pata hai, that is 7.2 into 10 raised to minus 2. Radius is what? Radius of the bubble, that is 0.2 mm. So it can be written as 2 into 10 raised to minus 4. This 2 will get cancelled. और ये minus 4 ऊपर चले जाएगा, we will be getting minus 2 plus 4. So we will be getting 10 raised to minus 10 raised to 2. So therefore we have got 7.2 into 10 raised to 2 Newton per meter square. So ultimately after taking multiplying by 10 raised to 2, we will be getting 720 Newton per meter square. In textbook it has been given answer as 7200, which is wrong. The answer is 720 Newton per meter square. Next one, 27 droplets of water, each of radius 0.1 mm, coalesces into a single drop. Means 27 droplets are there, which is forming a single droplet. Okay, 27 droplets were there, which was each of radius 0.1 mm. We have to find the change in surface energy. For this, what we will be doing, we will be first of all, total droplets is 27. Initial radius is 0.1 mm. We can write it as 10 raised to minus 3 meter. We have to find out change in surface energy. Surface tension has been given, that is 0.072 Newton per meter. We are knowing whatever initial volume is there, that will be equal to final volume. So 27 into volume of 27 droplets is equals to big drop volume. So we can write 27 into 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Over here r is denoting small radius. 4 is equals to big drop, 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Over here r is denoting single radius. Okay, this single radius. Now 27, what will happen? 4 upon 3 will get cancelled, pi will get cancelled. 4 upon 3 pi is getting cancelled. It is 27 r cube. Small r cube is equals to r capital R cube. Okay, if we take the cube root from both the side, what will be getting? 3r is equals to capital R. 3r is equals to capital R. So 3 small r's value, what we are knowing, that is 10 raised to minus 3. So we will be getting this answer, that is capital R's capital radius value is what? 0.3 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. 0.3 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. ये वैल्यू मिलेगा हमें. Okay, after multiplying this you will be getting this answer. Okay, अभी now surface energy is equal to surface tension into surface area. Surface energy is equal to surface tension into surface area. Now first of all, what we'll be doing, surface energy of 27 droplets forming before cohesion, means before 27 droplets has been formed into single droplet, what was the surface energy previously, that we will be finding out. It can be given by W1, 27 droplets into surface tension into 4 pi r square. So after substituting all the values, we will be getting this answer as 2.44 into 10 to the minus 7 joule. Now surface tension of a single droplet after coalescing means what? After mixing into single droplet, what was its surface tension? Surface tension T into 4 pi r square. R is what? Now R is a bigger droplet that we have got, that is 0.3, and this R was a radius of a single droplet. That was a radius of a 27 droplets, means 27 drops, single. So over here it is 10 raised to 3. Over here we have taken 10 raised to minus 3, and whenever we are considering bigger droplets, at that time we are considering 0.3 into 10 raised to minus 3. So what we have got, W2 as this one, 0.81 into 10 raised to 7 joule. Now change in surface energy, delta W. Delta W is what? Whenever it was 27 droplets, that time energy will be greater. 27 droplets at that time energy will be greater, minus when the droplets is forming into single droplet. 27 मिलके single droplet form हो गए, that time energy will be less. So W1 minus W2, that is 2.44 into 10 raised to minus 7 minus 0.281 into 10 raised to minus 7. So after subtracting, you will be getting this answer, that is 0.63 into 10 raised to minus 7 joule. Next one, a drop of mercury of radius 0.3 centimeter is broken into 8 droplets. Is broken into how many droplets? 8 droplets, which are of same size. We have to find out the work done. And the surface tension of mercury has been given. Now radius of a big droplet has been given. Okay. Now surface tension has been also been given. Volume of 8 droplets. Previously it was 27 was forming into single droplet. Now 8 droplet is forming into single droplet. So it will be 8 into area of a volume of a 8 droplets into single droplet. So small r will denote the radius of 8 different droplets, and capital R will denote the radius of a single droplet. So what will happen again? 4 upon 3 pi will get cancelled over here and as well as over here. So we will be getting 8 r cube is equal to r cube. So it will be 2r. After taking the cube root, we will be getting 2r is equal to small r is equal to capital R. We can write this in this manner as well. Small r is equal to r upon 2, capital R upon 2. Capital R's value we are knowing, that is 0.2 upon 2. We will be getting 0.1. Okay. Now change in area. We can find out like this way also. Change in area. 8 into, see over here 8 droplets were there. 8 droplets were there. As 8 droplets were there, so we are writing 8 into 4 pi r square. Small r means radius of a 8 smaller droplets, minus 4 pi r square means over here r is denoting radius of a bigger droplet. Over here in both the terms we can take 4 pi common. So I have done 4 pi common, bracket 8 r square minus r square, capital R. But this r can be substituted as 2r. Yes, small capital R को can be substituted as 2 small r. Okay. So we can write it 4 pi into 8 r square minus 2 pi r 2 r square. Now 2 का square क्या हो जाएगा? 4. R square is r square. So we'll be getting 4 pi bracket 8 r square minus 4 pi 4 r square. 8 minus 4 is what? 8 minus 4 is what? 2. No. 8 minus 4 is what? 4. I am sorry. 8 minus 4 is what? 4. So we'll be getting 4 pi into 4 r square. 4 4 is 16. So we'll be getting 16 pi r square. Okay. After substituting the value of r, after substituting the value of small r's value is what? 0.1. After substituting the value of small r is 0.1, we will be getting as 0.16 pi centimeter square. 0.16 centimeter square. ठीक है. As it is square, यहाँ पे square भी है, so therefore point is shifting by 2 points. This point is shifting by this because 0.1 square 0.1 square, what will be getting the answer? Answer क्या मिलेगा? 0.01. So 0.01 into 16, you will be getting this answer as 0.016 pi centimeter square. Now work done is tension into change in area. Tension we are knowing that is 435.5 into change in area is what? 0.16 pi. Now we can substitute the values of pi also, we will be getting this answer. But this answer is what in dyne upon centimeter, but we want the answer in Newton per meter square. Newton per meter. So what we will be doing? Dyne. We are knowing that 1 Newton is 10 raised to 5 dyne, but over here it is in dyne. So for converting from dyne to Newton, we have to multiply by 10 raised to minus 5. So over here it has been multiplied by 10 raised to minus 5. यहाँ पे किससे multiply किया है? 10 raised to minus 5. Okay, and it is in the denominator centimeter. For converting centimeter to meter, we have to divide by 10 raised to, we have to multiply by 10 raised to minus 2. So यहाँ पे 10 raised to minus 2 से किया है. Try to understand now. It is what? 10 raised to minus 5 upon 10 raised to minus 2. As soon as this goes in the numerator, what will it become? ये क्या हो जाएगा? 10 raised to minus 5 over here minus 5 plus 2 क्या होता है? minus 3. ठीक है. So we'll be getting this answer as 10 raised to minus 3. Over here something is that try to find out. It is 10 raised to minus 3. Okay. Work done. How much work is required to form a bubble of 2 centimeter radius from a soap solution having surface tension of 0.07 Newton per meter? Work done. We have to find out. Radius is 2 centimeter, so it can be written as 0.02 meter. Tension is 0.07 Newton per meter. Work done is tension into surface area. But as the bubble is of 2 surfaces, we are knowing that bubble is of 2 surface. So this formula, whatever is the formula over here, it should be multiplied by 2 also. So therefore 2 is been multiplied. We can substitute the values now. Surface area is what? 4 pi r square. So tension is been substituted as 0.07. 2 वैसे ही लिखा है 4 pi की जगह 3.14, रेडियस की जगह 0.02 square. So after multiplying, we will be getting this answer as 0.703 into 10 raised to minus 3. Now this is the last one. A rectangular wire frame. A rectangular frame is there whose length is 2 and area is breadth is also 2. After dipping in the soap solution, its length and breadth changes. Its length changes to 2 and breadth changes to 3. So we have to find out the work done in process. Surface tension has been given. Okay. Initial area is 2 into 2. As this is a bubble. What is it? It is a bubble. So therefore we have to, as it is a film, so we have to consider by multiplying by 2. यहाँ पे जो भी आएगा उसको 2 से multiply करना है. Rest 2 into 2, that is 4 2s are 8. Similarly over here 3 3s are 9, 9 2s are 18. So it is 18. Change in area. Change in area means what? Final area minus initial area. So it is 18 into 10 raised to minus 4 minus 8 into 10 raised to minus 4. After subtracting, we will be getting 10 into 10 raised to minus 4. So we will be getting 10 raised to minus 3. So work done is change in surface area into T. T, surface tension into surface area. So it will be 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 into 10 raised to minus 3. Both will get added up. So we will be getting 3 into 10 raised to minus 5 joule. So this is your answer. I hope that everybody has understood. Thank you.